Assalamu alaikum, hi everybody, welcome to a new video. Thank you for watching and listening. In this video, we're gonna look forward to some possible transfers that we could see in the summer with five Moroccan internationals. And yeah, we're gonna talk about which club or competition would be a good fit, or should a player stay with his club. So before I start with this podcast, I would like to ask you to subscribe on my YouTube channel, to give this podcast a like, and to share this podcast, and give me in the comments your opinion. Which clubs would you love to see these players go to, or do you think it's better to stay with their current club? So yeah, let's start with the first player, with Noussair Mazraoui, who is gonna be out of contract this summer. He won't sign a new deal with Ajax, and now can be yeah, a free agent. He changed also his agent. He is now with Mino Raiola, and yeah, we know the network of Mino Raiola. You see a lot of clubs in the market. We see Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Barcelona, Real Madrid, the top teams of Serie A. And I personally have two, three favorite clubs for Noussair Mazraoui. I would love to see him follow Erik ten Hag to Manchester United if he is going, because you see the rumors that United is going to sign a new coach this summer, and one of the big names is Erik ten Hag with Mauricio Pochettino. And if Erik ten Hag is going, I would love to see Noussair Mazraoui follow him, because he's gonna work with a coach who knows him. He's gonna work in a system that it suits him, and he is gonna have some time to adapt to the new competition, new football team. So if Erik ten Hag is going to United, I would love to see Mazraoui follow him, or go into Bayern Munich or Barcelona. I think with Bayern Munich, he only has to fight with Benjamin Pavard for a place, and Barcelona on the right back they have Dest, who so far didn't deliver the potential that he has. Also a very good right back, showed that at Ajax. They have Dani Alves on his last years as a professional footballer, or sometimes a central defender like Eric Garcia or Ronald Araujo as right back. So yeah, first I would love to see Manchester United, or otherwise Bayern Munich or Barcelona. I think he have a great chance to play at both teams, at Bayern Munich and Barcelona, but Barcelona has a lot of options which could make it a bit difficult for him. Not in terms of he is not good enough, nowhere near. He is very good and certainly good enough for that level, but they have a lot of possibilities. They have still Dani Alves, who is still very good, Serginho Dest. They have Ronald Araujo, who sometimes play at that place. Also, you need to look, is Barcelona gonna take another one, two central defenders? And if they do, yeah, then it's a possibility. Sometimes they're gonna put one of the central defenders at right back. So it could make it very difficult for Mazraoui. But yeah, for me, I would love to see, if Erik ten Hag is going to United, that Noussair Mazraoui is gonna follow him. And yeah, I don't think it's even a possibility to stay at Ajax, because you can see at everything that Noussair Mazraoui is ready for a new chance, a new competition, to show himself. But he only needs to make the right choice, because we have seen with other players in the last years of Ajax that yeah, it's gonna sometimes it's very difficult to go to a other area, other team, which maybe doesn't suit you very much. We remember, of course, the amazing team of 2019 with De Ligt, De Jong, Ziyech, Tadic, Onana, and yeah, some of them had some difficulties when they made a transfer. So yeah, I would love to see him at Manchester United. So give me in the comments your opinion on it, or which club would you prefer to see him. Other player, of course, is Sofyan Amrabat, who was in the winter transfer window, very close to go to the Spurs, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Now we're gonna see in the summer what will happen. We know, of course, that some Serie A teams are in the race as well for Sofyan Amrabat. I personally still would love to see him play under Antonio Conte at Tottenham Hotspur. He would play under a coach who knows him very well, because at the time he was shining in the Serie A. Conte was also working over there with Inter, and I think if you look at the names that they have on the midfield, he has a great chance to play. Despite Bentancur now started very well with Tottenham, so you also have to see what is Tottenham gonna do with Bentancur. Is he gonna stay, or is he going back to Juventus? Maybe that would open a transfer of Sofyan Amrabat up if Bentancur is staying with Tottenham and other midfielder like Arthur is likely to go. Maybe Sofyan Amrabat is going to be in the mix. So if Tottenham Hotspur will stay with Antonio Conte, I would love to see Sofyan Amrabat go in the summer to Tottenham or otherwise to another Serie A team, because this situation where he is currently in with not playing at Fiorentina must stop, because it stops his development. It stops his developing, and we see it with our national team. Defensively, very strong, very good, but in terms of possession, there are some things that Sofyan Amrabat very soon needs to improve in, because he's hurting us at some ways with the lack of taking risk pass to attack, and sometimes he plays too safe or losing the ball when he is under pressure. And I think that has to do with the lack of games that he had, because at his younger stage with FC Utrecht, of course a lower level, but at the same time he was very young at the time. He showed he can play forward also under pressure, and that has gone away a bit. And I think it could be very soon back if he play a lot of games. And his situation has to stop where he is now, because it's also hurting us in the national team. Then we go to Sofyan Boufal, who had the amazing Africa Cup, and now we start to see some big some big La Liga teams like Atletico Madrid in the mix, also some top teams in France. Difficult, because I think he needs an area which suits him very well, a system that suits him, and I don't think Atletico Madrid is gonna suit him, also because of the concurrence that there is over there, but also the discipline and the requirements that Diego Simeone is asking from his players. So I personally won't think that Atletico Madrid is a good fit for him. I think more about Olympique Lyon with Peter Bos, who loves to play attacking football, who loves to see a lot of creativity up front. I think that would suit him more than the play style of Atletico Madrid or Real Betis or Sociedad, who also play very attackingly, play with a lot of joy, a lot of possession. I think Sofyan Boufal would be a very good fit for that. And I hope this coming months he will be at the same level as on the Africa Cup, because he was just terrific, and showed a very different Boufal than in his younger years, where he was inconsistent. And now he showed that he can switch between his dribbles, passes, and playing more safe, and choose the right moments to be to start to be dangerous. So I hope that he is gonna continue at the level that he were in the Africa Cup, and inshallah make a very nice transfer this summer. Then we go to Nayef Aguerd, who also is doing very well with his club, Stade Rennes, also at the Africa Cup. I think he was very good. At a young age, a tall central defender, scores also a lot of goals at set pieces. We saw last summer AC Roma in the mix. I think he would be an amazing fit for La Liga, because he could play. He's also a player who can play with some space at his back. So I think he would be a very good fit for La Liga. But also Serie A, I would love to see him over there, where he could be more and more a defending killer. So I think with the potential that he has, with also the age that he has at this moment, and the experience that he already did. He has experience in Africa with Fatah Harbati, with the national team, and then Dijon and now Stade Rennes. So I think he can deliver a complete package towards a new club. So let's see where the window is gonna bring him. I think he's ready for the next step. He will now have played 2 years with Stade Rennes, and I think he's good enough to make a new step. But from all the players that we're gonna talk about in this video, I think he's the only one who you could say also it would also be good to stay with Stade Rennes. It wouldn't stop his development and his growth as a player. And the other players like Mazraoui and Boufal, you can see that they are ready for only to make a transfer. Then we go to Romain Saiss, who also is going to be a free player this transfer summer. And yeah, he is of course loved at Wolverhampton Wanderers, one of the most underrated defenders in the Premier League, because you don't, besides the Wolves fans, you don't see a lot of talks about him, a lot of praise about him. And he has done an amazing job with Wolverhampton Wanderers. And very good defender who has history as a midfielder, so also can play. Possession wise, good. Defensively, a killer. And also good in set pieces and a true leader. We see it with the national team. If we talk about new club, this is a bit difficult because you also need to look what he wants. I think a lot of top teams would love to have him as a central defender, maybe not as a regular starter, but as a backup, because he is good. He's a very good defender, but he's at the same time also 31. So you must also look what does he want. Does he want to play, or does he love to sign a big contract and to have experience to be in and around a top club? Because I of course he's good enough for a top team, but you have also to look at the teams themselves, because let's say as example Liverpool or Manchester United, if somebody of the third, fourth central defenders that they have will leave, he would be an amazing option. But at the same time, you need to look what does he wants. I think if we talk about a top club like Atletico Madrid, he certainly would start. He would be a starter because they have a lot of problems at the back, conceding a lot of goals, and also a lot of times their defenders are to blame. And I think he would be a very good fit with somebody like Jimenez. If we talk about the top teams in England, that's a bit difficult. He wouldn't be a very good fit for Manchester City because we see the options that they has. United, Liverpool, if they gonna switch some players to make some plays. Chelsea is gonna have a carousel, but at the same time they look for Koundé. So we must see. In the past, we have seen him linked with, clubs from France, but also with Liverpool, also Atletico Madrid, who wanted to look at him as a player like third option after the first two central defenders, but he can be competitive with them. I personally think that Atletico Madrid would be a very good fit for him. Also, new competition, and I think he would be a starter over there. But I could totally also understand him if you want to experience top club in England. And let's also see which clubs does want him. I think he would be very popular this summer because he is free, a lot of experience, 31, so he is still in his prime years. But let's see, because I think this summer is going to be a big transfer carousel, because you see Sule is going, Rudiger is going, Christensen maybe also, Koundé probably is going to go, Diego Carlos. So I think it's going to be a big movement around central defenders, and let's hope Romain Saiss also is going to be going to benefit of it. So give me in the comments your opinion about the linked transfer rumors about these players. Make sure to subscribe on my YouTube channel, to give this video a like, and to share it. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.